Hello everybody, Victoria Lampini here, and today I'm going to do something a little different than I normally do. Today I'm going to show you a little tutorial on how to make a simple RPG using a C++ programming software like Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to keep this open as my guide. Now I'm going to make a new project. I'm going to make it a Visual C++ project. Start with an empty project. I'm going to name this PG tutorial. There. And I'm going to press OK. Okay, now I'm going to go to this and add a new item. I'm going to put down a C++ file. There we have it. Now, let me just open up the RPG code as well as my guide for this video. When I was going to Montgomery College, I took a C++ class, and I was saying it was very useful. Now, first and foremost, for almost all C++ programs, you need to include this hashtag include iostream. So let's copy that and paste it on our tutorial. This is important. This allows you to do many different types of codes. And there are many things here to have, depending on what you need. Like this, for instance. I don't know if this is needed for this particular code, but I have it here anyway, just in case. This is include string, which allows you to add lists of numbers. I'll go over strings another time. Right now I'm just showing you one of the more complicated things I've done. Okay, next up we have this. Now this is include ctime. Now what this does is that allows you to randomly generate numbers. And we'll get to that part later. Right now, let's just paste it onto our tutorial. Now, just going to give you a minute to put this down if you want to write it down. Okay, let's go back here. And now here we have using namespace std. That's also an important thing to add for all types of code. Put it right here. Using namespace std. Oh, now for something else. You see this? How this is highlighted in green? Well, that means it is not a part of the code. And then how you get it to not be part of the code is that you have these forward slashes. You need 2 forward slashes in order for it to work, to make sure that this is not part of the code, but rather something that's left completely out of it. And now, moving on, we have the int main. That is very important. You usually put that first when you're putting down certain types of values for your codes. Int main. And don't forget the parentheses or Okay, now we have this. This is where the numbers of the RPG are taken. Like this. Integer, we have int right here. and this represents player 1's HP, which is the one that you will play as. This is int HP2, which is your opponent's HP. Int attack 1, which is your attack. Defense 1, which is your defense. Special attack, which is yours. Special attack 2, which is your opponent's. Spec. Now this represents magic points, special attack points, which allows you to do special attacks. And this is special attack 2, which is how much magic power your opponent has. This is attack 2, which is your opponent's attack power. Defense 2, which is your opponent's defense power. And these right here are for something very special in the RPG. These are the increase values. So in case you decide to increase your stats, or if your opponent decides to increase their stats, they would choose one of these numbers to increase it by. It's all up to you. And of course there's also int number, which, what was that for again? Let me see. Oh yeah, int number. That allows you to randomize your opponent's attack, but I'll get to that later. And don't forget, these little spikes, squiggly parentheses things are actually really important. Where you put these things can really determine what is important in your code and what the beginnings of some things in the code are and what the ends are. There always has to be an even number of these things. See, so you have them down here to close off some of the other ones. Yes, you've got 3 down here. And all this is not part of the code. Yeah, that was just part of my experiment things. So without further ado, let's copy this into the tutorial. And I'll give you a minute to take a look at it. Yeah, it's important to keep track of the names, because the names are very important when it comes to writing down the actual code. These just give them values for each name to put down. Okay, now let's go over to this part. See out. And these 1, 2 signs. See out. Now what the see out does is that it allows you to display things, like right here, these quotation marks. When you use these quotation marks, it sets off a red highlight for anything inside it. What this means is this highlighted in red will be shown on the code exactly how it's written down. So if you put C out and put these in quotation marks as let the bell begin, then that is exactly how it will show on the code. Okay. Let's copy this down onto the tutorial. Make sure that it is in the right place. Yes, after that 1 mark. Oh, and you see these semicolons right here? Yes, those semicolons mark the end of a certain value or code. As you can see, the int, attack 1, defense 1, from all the other base stats of the attacks, defense, and specials, yeah, you see that they're separated by commas. That makes things a whole lot easier, which means you won't have to put down an int for every single one of them. Okay, back to the code. Now it's time for the do loop. The do loop is a special kind of loop that allows you to do anything inside the brackets while something is true. Like this, I have the do loop up here, doing all these things while HP1 is greater than 0 and HP2 is greater than 0. Now, if you want both things to be part of one thing, if you need both of them to be true for a while loop, what you do is that you use two and symbols. However, there are other cases where you would want one or the other to be true. For or statements, here's what you would do. You would put this down. I know it's got these two lines. I believe it's underneath the backspace key. And you need to hold down the shift key for it. Anyway, that's an or, but this one needs an and, because in order for it to keep going, we need both of these things to be true. Well, I guess it could work both ways, but I'd rather leave it at just and, just in case. So this do loop goes on while all the HPs are greater than 0. So let's put this on the tutorial now. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Here we go, more integers needed. The reason why the integers were separated because, you see these, we have attack and defense that are used to create damage 1. You know, damage to your opponent. It's kind of like how an RPG works. You have an attack power that does damage depending on the defense power of your opponent. And right here, how it works is attack 1 minus defense 2 equals damage 1. That good enough to for you to understand? Same thing goes for special attack and defense 2. So, and also we have character move, and that's also another important part. So let's copy this and put this in the tutorial. I'll give you a minute to take a look at it. Okay, now back to the RPG. Okay, here we go. Here's C out again. You already know what C out does. All the parentheses do, but to make your code a little more clean, there's something you can do. This \n represents a new line, so a \n in a quotation mark area C out is the same thing as what happens when you press the enter key. You create a new line. So let's copy this and put it on the tutorial. Now let's take a look at the words here. We've got choose your move. First option, attack. Second option, defense power. Third option, power up. Fourth option, special attack. Okay, so we got those. Now what do we do next? Here we go. Now this is important. This is CN move. Now what CN does is that it allows you to be able to type in a value. And notice how the less than and greater than signs, or what they're called, move in different directions depending on C out, C in. They always have to be the same direction. For C out, they go left. For C in, they go right. Gotta figure out a way how to make it easier to remember that. Oh, think of it this way. And C out goes to the left. So think about, for most people who are right-handed, the left arm, you're not that able to do things well with it, so you could say it's out of your league or something like that. I don't know, just try to remember. C out goes left, C in goes right. And for this C in value, we are going to input a move. So let's copy that and put it on the tutorial. Okay, next up, it's time for the if statements. So C in move, that means we input our value, and the value will either be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you put a bracket right here to enclose the if statements. And here we have if move equals 1. Now this is very important. You see these two equal signs right here? Well, the reason why there are two equal signs right there is because it is representing an equal that we input ourselves. If it were a single equal, that means we were defining a value, which means it would have to be 1. So a single equals would define a value, which means that if we had a single equals, then that would mean that move would always equal 1. But no, this is an if move equals 1, so we're saying if the move we entered was 1, then this would happen. HP2, the opponent's HP would decrease by the amount of damage 1. See right here? Attack 1 minus defense 2 equals damage 1. See? Oh, and also, you're doing something like that, don't forget to put these singular quotation marks that will allow you to make sure the value that you're talking about is 1. If you just leave it without them, they would not work. And also don't forget the parentheses, of course. And also, if you move 1, then this out statement will appear that will let you know what happened. It will say your opponent took, and then what you do is you add more of left turning greater than or less than signs and damage. And when you put damage here, then it will show you the value of damage 1. And then you put another set of left brackets, and then just say damage here, and it will allow you to say your opponent took this number of damage. And right here on the new line it says your opponent's HP is now, and you put HP2 over here to let you know. And that's pretty much very similar to how all of the codes work. is down here. Here we go. But I only did 3 of them because, hold on, let me give you a minute to look at it. Okay, now let's go to something a little more complicated. Here we have if move equals 4 and special is greater than or equal to 5. Here's how it works. I know that there are a lot of RPG games out there that use magic or some kind of points that allows you to do special moves. Well, this right here allows you to use special attacks. So here's how it goes. This move, if it's 4, and special attack is greater than or equal to 5, it not only allows you to do damage to your opponents, but in the process you also lose the amount of special powers that you need to do those special attacks. See, special is decreased by attack 2. Now you gotta remember, for this kind of thing you need a minus equals for it to decrease. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure why you need that, but yeah. Okay, so then you see out your opponent took damage, and then over here it shows you how much magic you have left. Now here's another thing. We have the else if, which says a different option and shows what happens for that different option. So else if move equals 4 and special is less than 5, then see out, your magic is too low, the attack failed. Opponent's HP is still HP 2. So what this means is, if your magic, your special attack power is too low, you will not be able to attack your opponent. That's just one of the ways I made it a little more complicated. And right here we have a closed bracket, so be sure to take note of that. There we go. Yeah, we've come a long way so far, didn't we? But we still got a ways to go. That's the thing about code. It takes time. Okay, now here's something else that I did that was pretty advanced. I found it online. If the opponent's HP is... what is this? Does this say less than or equal to 0? Is that right? I'm not sure. Perhaps it should be greater than equal to 0. There we go. If I made a mistake, then I'll just have to refix it. So, if opponent's HP is greater than or equal to is greater than 0. I don't know how I made that mistake now. Here's how it goes. This allows you to generate a random number. So rand, parentheses, time, null, parentheses. And that is what this include, see, time is 4 that I mentioned earlier. Surround time number, and that's the number that we had up here for integer. So the number equals ran parentheses, and right here, let's see, and we got this percentage mark right here. If you want to do a number that is between 75 and 1, then you put 75 plus 1. However, I've also got this one thing. If special is, wait a minute, should that be special 2? Yes, I think that should be special 2. Let's see. Yeah, spec 2. I don't know how I made that mistake. If special 2 is less than attack 1, the number equals round 44 from 1. That will ensure that if the opponent does not have enough magic to attack you with, then it will not accidentally do the special attack too, because in games the opponent will have enough sense to not use any special attack if their special powers are too low. So then we have number equals rand percent 44 plus 1, which means between 44 and 1. Okay, so now we have, I'm going to copy this first. I'm going to have to copy this first. There. Okay, here we go. Now, if the number is less than or equal to 40, and the number is greater than 20, then your opponent will damage you with a normal attack. Your opponent attacked, you took damage 2, damage, you now have this much HP. So let's copy and paste that in. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now for the next one we have. Okay. Else, if the number is greater than 40 and special 2 is greater than or equal to a certain value, which happens to be the same as attack 1, then special 2 will decrease by attack 1, and HP 1 will decrease by Spadam 2, which means you will lose HP based on special damage 2. We are going to do a special attack. So let's copy that in there. Okay. So far it's looking good, isn't it? Yeah, put this face behind this so you can see it better. We have another one to do. Oh yes, we have an else if number is less than or equal to 20. is 44 there? I think I'll put a 40 here. There we go. Also, if numbers, then the opponent will increase their defense by 1. That's what we got here. Now let's paste this on the tutorial. I'll give you a little bit of time to look through it. Okay, now we have if HP2 is less than or equal to 0, which means if your opponent has 0 or less HP, then this message will show. See out? Hooray! You won the battle! You survived! And then right here, if HP1, which means if your HP is less than or equal to 0, then see out? You have lost the battle, you have died, too bad. And then also we have these other two things. Now this is pretty important. We have the system pause, so that will ensure that when this happens, the system will pause instead of just closing. And what it will allow you to do is get out of the program by pressing enter, rather than it just closing by itself. That's something that you must do for many, I think almost all of your codes, to ensure that you won't get kicked right out, right when the whole thing is over. And then we go back to our all-important while loop. So it just shows that while this is true, while HP1 is greater than 0 and HP2 is greater than 0, then we do everything that's part of this do loop. Yep. Then we got the closing bracket, so we got the while loop. Now this right here, just ignore this. This is something that I thought I needed in this code, but turns out didn't. So, if I actually make another tutorial video for C++, I might use this kind of thing. So, if you like, I can show you the function. It's called a function. I can show you how functions work in another video. Okay, now it seems like we're all set. Everything's right. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to debug it. Start debugging and see if this whole thing shall work. Okay, let's now begin. Choose your move. First, I'm going to start off with a regular attack by pressing 1 and then pressing enter. Okay. Now it says your opponent took 6 damage. Your opponent's HP is now 19. And then the opponent attacked, and we took 3 damage, and now I have 22 HP. Next I'm going to choose defense power. And that increased my defense by 2. Defense is now 3. The opponent attacked. Unfortunately, the defense power doesn't really come into play for that until the next turn. I don't know how to fix that, but hopefully I'll figure it out sometime. And now, the power up feature, which increases your attack. Okay, attack increased by 2, attack is now 9. Okay, this time, the opponent did a special attack. See? That's because the red number generator made you choose and do another action to make out of the 3. Okay, now I will do a special attack. Now the opponent took 7 damage. Opponent's HP is now 12. And magic level is now 10. It decreased when we did a special attack. And then the opponent did another special attack, and we took 6 damage, and now we have a mere 7 health. I should add health right there. Now to choose another move. Let's choose to do special attack again. Okay, now magic is now 5. So the magic decreased by 5. Now the opponent's HP is 5, and the opponent attacked, and we took 2 damage, and we now have 5 HP. So now we're pretty much equal now. Now let's do another special attack. Huh? Your opponent takes 7 damage. Huh? That's weird. I wonder what happened there. I guess something must have happened. Let's see here. Oh, now I see. I forgot to add the other if statement. Sorry about that. The if statements need to show that you won the game or lost the game. Yeah, the thing about coding, it takes a lot of practice, and it's quite common to make a lot of mistakes when you're just in training, but don't be discouraged, because as my dad always says, coding is a hard process to learn at first, but if you understand it, you have a lot of opportunities for careers, because these days a lot of businesses use computers and coding and all that stuff. Okay, let's begin the battle once again. Okay, first I'll do a regular attack. Okay, now the opponent increased his defense by 1. Okay, now let's try defense power. And now the opponent did a special attack. Now let's use special attack. Your opponent did a special attack as well. Now we have only 12. Okay. Now your opponent increased his defense by 1 again. Now let's do another special attack. Your opponent attack. However, now the magic is now 0. When we try to do a special attack, your magic is too low. The attack failed, and your opponent takes no damage. Now luckily, we can do a regular attack without anything else needed. Okay, so now that you knocked your opponent's HP below 0, that means, hooray, you won the battle, you survived. Yes. Let's see, how can I get this to not appear? Well, that's really just a minor thing. What's important is that the overall code works now. Okay, so I'll just close out of this. Okay then, I'm gonna let you look through this code one more time for you to possibly write it down so you can remember it. My dad always goes on and on about how important or how valuable a skill in coding is. Can't say I blame him. He worked with Verizon for many years. He's retired now. So he's worked with computer codes for a long time. Don't forget, you could always pause the video if you want to stop at a certain place. Okay, well, that pretty much wraps up this tutorial on how to make a simple RPG using C++ codes. Okay, well, hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you around another time.